Hey, it's Scott from WordPress Freestyle, and today we're going to freestyle a website. And more importantly, we're going to freestyle a news website. And news websites can be divided into a couple of different things. You could have a sports only website, you could have local news, you could have world news, you could have your country's news. Because I've got people on my Facebook page that are from all over the world, so you could have a news site for your island in the Philippines or the whole Philippines, whatever you want to do. That's the great thing about building websites. You can do whatever you want. So here in the United States, I start with namecheap.com. And the news websites that I've got, I use a very simple strategy. And it's simply to have the city and the state and then news. So one of them that I have is Sparta, Wisconsin news. So if you search that, it's going to tell you it's not available. Okay. But so what are some other things that you could do? I don't know. If you live up in the Minneapolis area, you could do like suburbs. So Fridley, Minnesota news. And see, it's available. So you could be specifically to that town, specifically to a school, whatever you want. And like I say, that's available. If it wasn't available, you could go for the Minnesota news. And it's available too. And it tells you other things that are available down here. So if you're set on one and the .com ain't available, you can try some other different things here. This is namecheap.com that I've got this from. So that's how I do that. So I start there. Then with the hosting, you're going to need a hosting company. And so the hosting company that I use is SiteGround. I actually have two different hosting companies that I use, but SiteGround by far is my favorite, and I will be working my way in that direction. All of my websites over to SiteGround. If you click on WordPress services here and go down, I've got a number of different websites, so I go geek. Something to know here with SiteGround is even though they advertise $3.95 a month, $7.95 a month, or $14.95 a month, they actually bill you for the entire year. So $14.95. Let me get out my trusty calculator here. $14.95 times 12. You're going to pay $179. But I'll tell you what, if you do your research, SiteGround is at the top of most review websites, true review websites. I've talked about this in other videos. There's a difference between affiliate style web pages that just have every hosting company there is, and it doesn't matter which hosting company you choose because they're going to get paid on whatever you click. They're all affiliate links. So with SiteGround, I haven't had any issues. The other company that I have is HostGator. HostGator is pretty common among people, but I don't like how their customer service talks to people. Their customer service talks down to people. So like, and I'm still having this issue. I have an inode problem. There's something causing email after email after email after email to hit my server. I can't get it to stop. I can't delete the email for some reason. I thought I had it deleted, but it's not. So I get hundreds, maybe thousands of emails daily. And so they send me nasty emails that say, how are you going to get this down? And I don't know. You tell me. It's your company. I don't know. Delete the email if you know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. So, and I've actually had emails like that. Maybe I'll bring it out for a video where they actually come right out and say, what are you planning to do to resolve this issue? And it's like, if I knew, I would tell you. I'm not doing it on purpose. So that's the reason why I really don't care for them. Now, I've had a issue where I built a e-commerce website for a client, and as I was building it, hackers were going nuts on it, and I was on another hosting company that I was trying, which I don't even see it anymore. I think it fell off the face of the earth. So, but somebody had recommended it, so I tried it, and when I talked to them, they were like, no, there's nothing we can do. Put a CAPTCHA on it, and I put a CAPTCHA on it, and they were somehow backdooring the CAPTCHA, so it wasn't working. So I actually, before I even transferred it, went to SiteGround and I said, okay, it says here on your, if you look at some of their stuff, they've got a video or something here, maybe under this awesome WordPress tools. I'm not gonna play it for you. You can dig into it yourself, but somewhere they have a video where they say, if you have a problem with your website, they have certain technology that can keep it just on that website so it's not spreading. And that's the problem that they say with HostGator and some of these other ones, Bluehost and such, where they say when you're using shared servers that you might be sharing with some pretty nasty dudes who, you know, might be trying to spread viruses and spam and all that other stuff all over, and you know, you might just get sucked into it, guilt by association there. So you got to be careful with this kind of thing. And like I said, I've had SiteGround for probably 15 months now. I have not had an issue. Like I said, when I had this hacking issue, I talked to a live person. They said all you have to do is click this thing that's on the back end of on the cPanel. I did it. Stopped everything immediately. So it was a pretty cool deal. So I've been really happy with SiteGround. Recommend SiteGround. Okay. And so now let's get on to it. Let's hit the website. So if we're going to do a news website, first thing you do is those things like I've talked about before, and they're already on this website. So I've got my security with WordFence, I've got my all-in-one SEO, and I got my coming soon page. So if you went to this website, you wouldn't be able to see anything that I'm building. And that time, I can show you what I need to show you. And I don't want it to be shown to the public, so this works out perfect for me. So here's how we, you know, once we're done building it, I'm not going to build another news website. I've got a number of them already, but I'm going to show you how to do it, and then when you're done, you just take it off of coming soon mode and you're live to go. I'm going to keep mine on coming soon mode because This is my training website. So let's get started. So first you start with a theme. Okay. And then, so I go in here, add new. Let me back up. Well, I'll talk about it later, I guess. You can type in here news. Okay. And so you can see some different things. And I'll tell you what, I've tried some of these different ones, and I don't know, some are better than others. Some you can figure out, some you can't. And I don't know, maybe I'm just not a bright man, but I don't know. I've kind of made this point in a couple of my videos too. The key, in my opinion, the key as a developer for WordPress, so the key to the person who makes this one, or the key to the person who makes this one or this one, the ones who create the actual themes that we're going to use, you should make them as easy as possible. If I have difficulty with them, you know what I'm going to do? Uninstall it and grab another one. Uninstall it and grab another one. And so that's, try and make it as easy as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I've got this on one of my websites already, so I know how it works. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And so when you use SiteGround, and what I do too, so I don't have to, when updates come, if you keep all these on here, then you have to update all these. And so I delete all these out. But what these are WordPress's pre-installed themes. So these are actually created by website or from WordPress. And so I just go through, you just click them, and then you hit delete. Do you want to delete? Yep. Same with this one, delete. And this one, delete. Okay. Okay. So this is kind of how it looks right now. And so just to keep things the same, we talked about in the domain registration, Fridley, Minnesota News. So, oops, push the wrong thing here. Okay, Fridley, Minnesota News. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my dashboard, and we're going to go to the settings. And permalinks, we're going to change those. We want them changed to post name. Okay, so right now it's under this, so it puts a date and then the post name. We don't want that. We want this one. Okay. Okay. So once you do that, you don't see a whole lot of difference here. But where the change is, well, you can't see it here because of the screenshot, but it now says website name slash WordPress hyphen resources hyphen at hyphen SiteGround. So it gets it from this. So just from an SEO standpoint, if you're looking to rank for certain keywords, it can be beneficial to use that in here. So like, what would be some good keywords to use for different pages? So what I would do, I guess to start out, would be, let's go back to settings, and we're going to change this because I didn't do this. So instead of calling it my blog, we're going to call it Fridley, Minnesota News. And then have something catchy like your news on your time. Sounds cool, right? I don't know if that shows up or not. I can't remember. So save changes. And when you go back, yeah, see, now it says Fridley, Minnesota News, your news on your time. Okay? Now, the next thing I'd like to do is create a menu. What some interesting things that you can put on a news site, or what's common on a news site. So what's common usually on a news site is like world news, local news, or yeah, maybe breaking news. So what I do is I go to categories, and so your categories would be news. Okay. And you go down here and add category. And then sports. Actually, I'm going to put sports highlights. There's a reason for that. I'll get to that. Add new category. And weather. You could also do this. Fridley weather. Okay. And here again, there's a reason for that. Okay. And so now what you can do too is under the parent, so these would be parents. So under the parents of Fridley News, or just news, we could put breaking news. And then that goes under news. And then you could go world news. Local news. Okay. And then sports. Then you do all your different sports that are in your high school. So if this is Fridley, you know, you go to the sports highlights, and then you put tennis. You put football. Baseball. And then for weather, you could have like, or here, let me put, also there's like, you could put, so you could even subcategory them even down even more, where you say like preps, sports highlights, prep sports, and then put baseball, football, tennis all under prep sports, and then pro sports, and you could have Twins, Timberwolves, Vikings. So, or you can just do it like I'm doing it. You can do it any way you want. It's your website. So you add Vikings, you add Twins, the Wild hockey team, Timberwolves. Okay, so I think you get the idea. And then for the weather one, you could do uh, you could do today's forecast. And then extended. Okay. And then, okay. So that kind of gives your website structure. Okay. And then what you do is you go to Appearance and you go to Menus. And then what you can do with this, we want to remove this. This is from another video. Okay. And what you can do is you can put categories in there. And so, you know, you could just do weather, news, sports, add a menu. And then what I would do with these, they'll stay for the weather in the structure, but I would just switch this to weather. And then for sports highlights, I would switch this to sports. Okay. Create menu. Then you also have to go to manage locations and click menu 1. Okay. So now we have home, weather, news, sports. Okay. Now you want to delete your WordPress resources at SiteGround, the old thing. Move that to the trash. Okay, then you want to go to add new. And then you have a new business coming to Fridley. Okay, and then I always put Fridley, Minnesota news. If you want, you could put by your name, and this would really get exposure of your name. So like every article you have, if you want to create a personal brand with this news site, all these articles with Scott Schulte would come up if that's what I wanted. Okay, so then you could say like Friendly Council guess I had it right, announced today that Scott's Barbecue will be coming to town. Scott's is well known for his award-winning sauce and amazing apple smoked flavor. You have to try one of their pulled pork sandwich. Okay, just to give you an example, then what you would do here is news, breaking local. Okay, working down the page, then you'd say Scott's Barbecue. I usually do Friendly Minnesota news. New business. You know, something like that. I always copy these. Go ahead and hit add. Okay. And then you come down here and you add this to here. Because this is for the SEO part of it. And so for the title, you just go up here and get the title. Take a little snippet for your description. Put that down here. Then if you had a picture of their pulled pork, here, let's see if we can get one. Okay, go back to the website, hit that, just drag it if you're in Chrome. And then it's good practice here to put what it is. So here you'd put Scott's pulled pork. And they even, like this, Scott's pulled pork. You might even want to say like coming to Fridley if you want to. But this all helps with the SEO part of it. Set featured image. Okay. Publish. Okay. Now it looks pretty amazing, right? And now if you go to news, it's also on news, but it's not on weather. You know? Okay. So so you just do that with weather and stuff too. So, you know, if you're good at making graphics, you know, make a graphic of what the weather's supposed to be for the day. Put that in here. So, you know, all you do there is add new today's weather. And you would put, if you had a picture here, let's see if we can. I'll do that too. Okay, so Google. Say something like this. You know, you don't have to do the whole state like this. Just like Fridley's forecast. Here, I'll show you. Okay. Go back to our page. Add media. Drag it in there. Here again. Fridley weather forecast. See, I can't get my, I don't know. I don't know why I can't. I don't know. For some reason, I can't get my cursor to work. So anyway, you insert that into your post. And if you forget to put something on top here, you can go like this. Okay, so this is your picture code. Just hit down, go up and put Fridley's, or you could do today's forecast for Fridley. Okay. Go back to visual, and then you can even bold it and make it big. Bring out the kitchen sink here. You know, today's forecast for Fridley. You could do a lot of interesting things with that that content editor that I show in another video too. The Thrive content creator. You could make a lot better page than what WordPress gives you the ability to do. You could put this picture anywhere you want. You could put fonts as big as you want. So you could put in like big, like high of 75, low of 30 in Minnesota. Okay, then you come over here and you go Fridley weather, today's forecast. Okay, tags, Fridley. I do Fridley, Minnesota news again. Fridley weather. The reason I do that is I'm branding today's forecast. Okay, click add. Okay, set the image. We'll just have it the same image. Let me go up here. See, so a lot of this is just repetitive stuff, like I showed you in the first one. So then you grab this. Put it there. Today's forecast for Fridley, Minnesota. Okay. Then your tags. Fridley, Minnesota news. Fridley weather forecast. What was the other one? Today's forecast. Okay. So you get done with that one. Hit publish. Go back. And see, now that becomes the top story. Your pork moves down. And then if people are looking by this, there's the weather, there's the news, here's the sports, and it separates all of them. And actually I don't like how this is lined up, so I'll show you how to do that. So go back to the dashboard and then go back to menus, appearance menus, and then what you can do is you can just, so I want news first, so you move that up. News, weather, sports is usually how they say it. The pros, so you click save and go back. My internet's being slow. Hit my internet here. Grr. My internet went out. Says it's on now. Yeah. Okay, so now now it says home, news, weather, sports. Okay. And then you can even do it down here. Categories. And so as you click them on the page, like we clicked this as breaking local news, so then breaking news came up here, and so did local, not just news. So if you go to breaking news, the pork thing comes up. That's about it. There is one other thing I gotta show you. Okay, so if I want to create ads over here, you go dashboard and widgets. And then see, they have a spot for one right here too. See what they have. Let me go back here. We're going to go to plugins, add new. We had to add a plugin. Black Studio Tiny MCE. It's a little bit different. Compatible with your version of WordPress, just like always. We're going to click on that. We're going to activate that. Okay. And then go back to appearance and widgets. And visual editor. Global sidebar. Add widget. Okay, so that added it. And then you grab your, so let's say Scott's Pulled Pork wants to advertise their new thing coming to town. Coming soon. And then, so you got the picture already, and then you click this to put their link. So http:// Scott's barbecue pit.com. Usually when it's going to another site, I say open in a different window. If it's staying on my site, then I don't add link. Okay. Oh, I didn't do it right. Remove that. You have to make sure that you're clicked, like right now the cursor is not on the picture. It's right next to the picture. So now http:// scottsbarbecuepit.com. Boom. Update. And then you can do this just like you could with the menu. And so what I would do is I'd put that right up to the top, right next to search. Search always goes on the top. At least that's how I do it. And I want categories. Okay. I'm going to delete comments because I don't want comments. I'm going to delete archives. You might want to keep that. I want to delete, it's up to you. Okay, so you can put as many ad spaces as you want. And you go, did I forget to save it? Might have forgot to save it. I'm going to have to do it over again. Okay, yeah, I must have forgot to save it. Okay, so appearance, widgets. See, and that's stuff that happens, so it's here. I didn't save it. I couldn't have saved it though. The picture's not here anymore. Okay, so then like I say, click on the picture and hit this, and then you put it in. I'm not going to do it because that might be the reason why too. Coming soon. Soon. Okay, but I'm not sure if I saved it. Okay, so now it's saved. Close. Now it should come up. There. Coming soon. Oh really, that looks amazing. Click on it and it goes to, if it had the link attached to it, it would go to the link. So that's how you make an ad on your page. So that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it. Have a good day.